Alright, Pop, here we go. It's your boy Mo Recipe. Today, we got my famous Kaleberry smoothie. Putting it together just for you guys. Something I like to do daily for lunch preferably, sometimes for breakfast, or a lot of times post-workout. So here we go. The ingredients are all laid out here. I like to start out with natural spring water ice. Spring water ice, I don't like to drink tap water if I can help it. So I try to stay away from the tap and the regular ice. I get the spring water ice. It makes me feel a little bit better about what I'm doing with the slushy. And I use ice in it versus almond milk or oat milk because I like it to be more or less like a Slurpee, you know, like a 7-Eleven Slurpee style, like a slushy style almost, versus more smoother and creamier with the oat milk or almond milk. Now you can do the oat milk or almond milk as well if you prefer a little bit more smoother and creamier. Or you can do a little bit of both. You can do a little bit of ice and you can do the almond or oat milk as well. But my preference is just the spring water ice. All right, next we have the watermelon here. Sliced watermelon. I like to slice the old watermelon up into cubes, which I'll show you in a minute once we start putting everything in the cup. I have my organic kale here. As you can see, organic kale leaves, break those up. I got my organic carrots straight off the roots here. Got my organic celery. Love my celery. And one tip about the celery, the leaves are the most important thing in the celery. So you gotta eat the leaves up in the first 2 days. They get the most flavor and the most benefit, vitamin benefit out of the whole thing here. So get those leaves in, eat those up the first 2 days. They go bad pretty quickly. Eat the leaves first. You taste much more flavor and you get much more vitamin benefit from those celery leaves. You got the organic fresh pineapple. Pineapple doesn't necessarily have to be organic. Sometimes it's hard to find organic pineapple. And the same with the watermelon. You know, you just get a watermelon, you get a pineapple, make sure it's sweet, slice it up. And a lot of times the fruit, you know, as we know, wherever you get it from, it may not be as sweet as it needs to be. And for me, I just kind of consider it as I'm trying to get the nutrients out of the fruit. Not necessarily need the best tasting fruit, although it's always best to get the sweetest and the best fruit that you can, of course. But you got to think you're getting the benefit of the fruit when you put it in the smoothie format. And also, once you slice the fruit up, the watermelon, the pineapple, you put it in a container, put it in the fridge for a couple of days, it tends to ripen up for you anyway and gets a lot sweeter as a couple of days go by. Then next, we got the organic blueberries. Always try to do organic berries if I can. You know, I just feel a lot better doing organic berries myself. And organic blackberries, very important, integral part of the smoothie since it's a kale berry smoothie. You gotta have all your dark berries, you know, your blackberries, your blueberries. You got your organic strawberries, as well as your organic raspberries. So all your dark berries here. You got your blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, okay? And another main ingredient, which is a filler in this, which kind of makes it a little more thicker and more filling, is the bananas, okay? I like to use organic bananas as well. So you got your watermelon, okay? You got your pineapple, okay? You got your kale, your carrots, and your celery, all right? You got your blackberries, your blueberries, your raspberries, your strawberries, okay? And you got your bananas, of course. And sometimes I like to even throw in a little slice of mango, give it a little bit more thickness, a little bit more flavor, just a sweeter fruit and just adds flavor to it. And your spring water ice, give it that slushy. And for me, I make it a protein smoothie, okay? I like to use this smoothie here, you know, this Garden Life raw organic meal replacement, vanilla flavor, because the vanilla flavor has like a natural sweetener to it, and it adds as almost like a sweetener to the smoothie. Because if you have this smoothie with just the berries and things, if you don't have enough sweet fruits in there, it may not taste as sweet as you need it to taste. But with this particular protein, like I said, Garden Life vanilla flavor, raw organic meal. It's like a meal replacement shake. So many different proteins and benefits and vitamins in this thing, probiotics and everything else. You definitely want to get a hold of some of this here. That's Garden Life raw organic meal replacement. And that's the vanilla flavor. That's the perfect touch to the smoothie. So those are the ingredients, and I use, this is, one scoop is 20 grams of protein. I like to use 2 scoops to give you that extra thickness to the smoothie and give you 40 grams of protein at a time. And that'll definitely ramp you up. Now, if you only want to use 1 scoop, that's fine. You can do 1 scoop. But for myself, I like to do a double scoop of 40 grams of protein at one time. So once again, I go over the benefit, over the ingredients. You got the watermelon, sliced pineapple. We got the organic kale, and I love to use the redhead kale. I love to use the red kale because it's a lot sweeter in the smoothie. It's deeper and sweeter. I don't think there's any more benefit, but it's just a sweeter, tasty kale. It's not as bitter as the green kale, but today we're using the green kale just to let you guys know. Just to give you the kale effect. But the red kale is my favorite. Just don't have any of that today. We're using the green kale. So we got the kale, the carrots, and the celery. We got all our berries, which is the integral part of the smoothie. You could actually just do a smoothie with just the berries and the kale. You don't need all this other stuff necessarily, but I like to add those things because I love these fruits and vegetables, the flavors and the benefits that they provide. Blackberry, blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, spring water ice, banana, and my favorite protein, Garden Life raw organic meal replacement, vanilla flavor. That's the ingredients, folks. Don't forget about the bananas, the chopped bananas. I like to break them up, put them in containers, and freeze all of my fruit. Once I take them out and rinse them off, chop them up, put them in containers, put them in the freezer, so that when it's time to make a smoothie, your fruits are already frozen, so it adds more of a slush to the smoothie as well when you're making it, and the fruit lasts longer. I don't necessarily freeze the vegetables because you can see that I like the vegetables a little bit more natural, in a natural state rather than frozen. But you probably could freeze all of those as well, Or what you could do is just bag up one set of smoothie, enough for one smoothie of all the ingredients, and put it in a plastic Ziploc bag and put those in the freezer, so you have 4 or 5 Ziploc bags, which is one smoothie each. You have 4 or 5 Ziploc bags in the freezer. Just pull out a Ziploc bag and take out all your ingredients and put it in your bullet. Okay? All right, that's the ingredients. And next up, we'll be showing you how to put those together and put the smoothie in effect. All right? Talk to you soon.